Hello, good evening guys. How are you all doing? All good in the hood? Hello. Hola amigos. And we are live for one more session of Formula 1 2021. And we are live for one more session. Loud and clear. Sound good. Chat is good. Tonight we will start Canada for the first time. I'll be doing this track. That's gonna be pretty cool. Let's just explore this a little bit and then we talk more. Let me just check a few things here. Where usually we go? It will be time trial. Then I can select dry or wet. Interesting, I found it on at the top there. You see? Dry and wet. I don't know if on the PC you guys have this option, but here on the PS5 we have. So let me leave it at wet, and then we go to, what was the track I was playing? That was Mexico. Last time I think I jumped into a social play and we were doing like on the wet, so there we go, wet. And what I am interested here is to get a really nice car setup for the wets. So let's see what we have. I don't recognize this name. I'm just gonna get any of them here. The first one with no assists. This AlphaTauri, McLaren, Williams. Let's check this one here. So we select low view load. Apply. Yes. Then we go to the, oh, okay. Then we go to our car and we check what is that setup. Okay. Good. No, very soft on the front, very stiff on the roll bar, but very soft on the rear. It's a very unusual, weird setup actually on the suspensions. Very high brakes and expected. Not too bad. It's not a bad setup. The only thing I found weird was this here with that anti-roll bar for the rear 9 and rear suspension 1 seems too odd. Maybe to compensate the lack of rear wing aero. So it's not a strong aero, so he has less aero, so that will be not so much grip. And then he probably put the suspension really soft to feel a little bit maybe more stable, less snappy. But then he put the roll bar 9 very stiff for the turns, not be so sluggish. So I think that's how he managed to correct that there. So it works, guys. I wanted to check that how to find wet setups in case we are facing a race in the future where it's gonna be wet, and then we get straight into a wet setup instead of getting the dry setup and trying to convert it from there. But if you guys are following my channel here and following the streaming, so I think by now we kind of have an idea of how we should set up the car for wet weather. It's just a matter to try to start to enter them as much as possible, because when you get a social race and it's on wet, and if I don't have that setup to load it yet, then I'm in a disadvantage, because with the standard setup or one of those setups there, you're just not gonna do so well. The wet weather, the wet races, they don't forgive. They punish very well. So yeah, it's good to have the setups ready. So we try to save as much as we can. Here we go. We are on my team career mode, session number 7 in Canada. We will start with our practice, check our car, do some changes on the engine for the practice. We don't want to damage a good engine, and have fun and get to know this track. I was thinking about start to do the first practice maybe with the line on, with that suggested line, because it's a new track to me. So it's always good when I'm on a new track, learn where actually is the race line. So that line is really helpful. I'll think I'll do that for the practice 1, and then for the practice 2 I remove that racing line so I don't get addicted to it on this track. And because when you follow in those racing line, you don't create your own braking references and where to turn and where to go on the track. You kind of follow in that line, and it can be very you can miss out in learning how to actually do by yourself properly. Cool. Before we get going, let me check if everything here is okay. Yeah, still sounding. I am still on COVID lockdown. I tested positive last Wednesday and started to get symptoms from Monday, Tuesday, as my family here, they all got it. So I'm not feeling that great still today, but much better than than yesterday. No longer strong coughs. My sinus is still a bit weird, not as strong as yesterday, but it's still kind of annoying. You get those blurry eyes and burning sensation in the eyes and in the nose, which is really weird. Tiredness is starting to creep in, start to feel more and more tired. But the pain in the body is getting a bit less, which the last days was horrible with lots of pain in the body and that inflammation feeling in the muscles, and which is horrible. And I was nothing compared to my wife and my daughter, so they really got it bad. So yeah, but now hopefully we are getting over this virus and with no further damage. Yeah, just wife is in the hospital getting x-rays from lungs and make sure that everything is nice and well, because this virus is really really nasty, really really bad, really strong. And I will try to relax now. Busy day, and now have some fun, learn this track Canada. I'm excited, I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be nice. Yeah, get out of the problems, forget a bit of the problems, and chillax. Now, I think I just uploaded my glasses here, just a sec. I think it's too good. No problem. What is here? Good. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. The weekly event in Netherlands, I completed it last streaming. Check it out. It was really fun. I almost got actually fifth with Lewis Hamilton on a Mercedes. The target is to come sixth or higher. I was that close of Alonso on the finish line to pass him to get fifth. And working on the setups for Netherlands was really cool. It's a track that's growing more in me, and I'm learning more and more the differences on why some tracks they need more aero, other tracks less aero, and how you can trust more on the aero of the car to do the turns. Like, because in Zandvoort in Netherlands the aero is very high, but it's because it's a lot of turns and you are sometimes on throttle doing a turn, and you really need to rely on that aero to hold the car on the road so it can turn and continue that momentum. It's just actually pretty cool. So I'm learning to rely more and more on the car while turning and keeping that momentum. It's really cool. So let's see how Canada is, how this track is. No idea. I haven't checked any setup for this track yet, which would be good to do before we start actually. So should we check the setup or just go with default and check it out after? I think it's good to maybe to just save. Let's save a setup for Canada. That's gonna be our first task. Picture my menu. I wanted to check this one here, menu there. Yeah. Yeah, that's the button. Quit my menu. Let's check. check a setup for Canada. So we go to solo, time trial. We're gonna look for a dry condition. And I'm gonna go with my little car, select, go back to dry, and we're going to Canada. So, who are there? There is two guys, one with Mercedes Alpine, two here with no assists. This one, no assists, Aston Martin. Don't know any of these names. Okay, let's check here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's just get. Doesn't recognize none of these names. Let's just get one of the first ones. Mercedes is one. Opie. Select and load. Okay. Let's have a look on that setup. Aero. Oh, balanced. Could be a balanced track. Transmission. Oh, turning. More turning off throttle. Default. Nobody risks a lot on setup on that. They keep default. Suspension. That ugly 111 there. Then very low on the front. Brake and tires maximum. So the Aero 9 for this guy. Let's now check it out. Someone else to compare. Alpine, select, load. Okay. 99 as well. Aero. Very similar, if not the same. Looks like the same setup. Let's get the guys here. This one. Load. Okay. A bit more stiff on there. Suspension. 2.7 makes sense. And Aero 9.9. So let's leave in the Aero. It seems that 9.9 is the way to go in Canada. So we have compared 3 setups now with guys with no assists. So we have a bunch of them here now. Let's check this Red Bull guy. Select, load. A bit more on front wings, but rear wings 9. And whoa, more. So I think we are gonna face a track with a long hairpin. So usually when we see differential of throttle is chicanes or long hairpins like this, because you off the throttle and you need the car to turn as well as much as possible, and when you have the differential lower, so the wheels and the outside will run faster than the one is inside, so that allows you that to happen, so the car turns better. If the differential adjustment of throttle is higher, the wheels try to turn in the same speed, which causes a little bit more problems turning in, doing this long turn. So I think we're gonna face something like that in Canada because of the setup of these guys. We can already have an idea that that might be the scenario there. suspension. Whoa, this one is a much more stiffer, but roll bar a bit lower, and front bar low, there, and maximum PSI. Okay, so yeah, front wing higher, and interesting. And maybe one last. Let's check one last guy. Where we are at the Redible guy here. Daniel. So let's check Ferrari mode. Okay, and check. Let's check the arrow. That's opposite now. Now he put more in the rear and keep. So it's gonna be around there. 9 or 10 9 or 9 10. Nothing less than 9. But a little bit more air depending on the car. Transmission is maximum of throttle 55, is not going higher there. A little bit of rear toe. Yeah, do you know why that? I think he tried to get a little bit more of turning, because when you rear, if you add a little bit more toe, it's to help with the turning, with the moving. So again, it's probably is a track with very strong core turn, and 910 rear wing 10 is strong, yeah, so it has a bigger higher on the back, so he's compensate with a bit of toe to get that turn going. Rear suspension, as you roll 4 and 2. Suspension soft and a bit stiffer, 1 and 7. Nothing too surprising. They all have full tire pressures, and 50 and 100. These are equal in almost all of them. This one differs a little bit depending on your style, how you want to feel the car. And here to help you to go a little bit faster, do some turns better. Or this is an actually interesting setup. So this you give us some parameters to go from. I'm not gonna go to track here. I'm just gonna end the session and go to our practice and start to learn. Start to learn and see what we're gonna face in Canada. Canada. Just turn it on something here. Cool, working. No, not great, not great. This virus is horrible. No messages. Okay, so that's the layout. Okay, you can see the straights nice. Oh, look at that hair. Look at the end of the circle. There's that little. It's like a hair. I think it's a hairpin or how they call it. And another one there. Sorry. Oh, there's not many actually. So one, then one. There's two big one, 3, 4. There's very like strong accented turns. So I think that explains why we saw those things on the setup on the guys that were going fast. Good. Normal, how high, normal. Progress restore. Yeah, for practice. So we have engine 2 fitted. Let's show that. I'm afraid that if I put these ones, just see, there is no penetrable. Let's just see how bad those components are. So the is supposed to be really bad. It's just for our first practice. It'll be fine. Save some of the engine there. So gearbox. What is that? What's me? Practice gearbox. Yes, that's fitted. That's the one we want. So we have a gearbox for practice. It would be nice if you had like a power unit just for practice as well, but we need, I think, to come here and just change and use the ones that are more used parts of the car. Oh, I got backward, didn't get a DNF, got my 21st, so it's good. It's still there. Yeah, so what can we do? Let's check it out. Upgrade complete, yay, accept. Recommended. What should I do? Click. I'm not sure what I'm clicking here. I'm back. Don't have the money, I think. That's what it means. Recommended. This one failed. Available. When I press here. Failure chance. What's that? No idea what I've done. I think I have pushed it back. What's that? These things are all pushed. No, failure. Sufficient points. Yeah, we need to. Not much we can do here. Just medium. Full. Qualifying full, practice mode full. Okay, Everything going well. Go to track. Let's check it out.
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
Thanks, Jeff. So we have race strategy, qualifying pace, and tire management. Unfortunately, we don't have track acclimatization, hards and mediums. Okay, track session P1, P2, P3, rain, and then qualifying, sunny. Good, and car setup. Sorry guys, as you guys know, I'm sick, so you guys forgive me.
The car settings screen on your multi-function display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button. You can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
Nope, we don't like this. Oh, let's check balance. No, increase top speed. This default, oh look, it's so odd, these default setups. Okay, and maximum top speed, no. Up. Let's see here. Check balanced. Oh, 8. And nah. Good, we have having.
We'll get good data.
Actually forgot to save the Canada, but it was so straightforward that we can change and just do it now. Let's do it. So the guys are running 99, a bit more aero transmission. We adjustment on throttle, and I'm gonna go with no less than. I'm gonna go 54. Suspension default for now. Don't wanna play with this, but now default, and from suspension, not totally soft, rear medium, so 11, 10, medium here, and a little bit 6. This is high.
The track is pretty quiet
7.
at the moment. Perhaps we should get out there and get a few laps in.
So we're gonna start with 2 and 7. 2 and 6. 2 and 6, and then brake pressure 100%, front brake bias on 50. But because of the 55, yeah, and here not, but put the maximum for now, and then we move it from there. Save, and we will create our Canada. Good. Back. Load. Canada. Yes. And we are good to go and try. So just review. Tires. Oops. Brakes. Suspension.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre usage. We have to give 2 sets back at the end of this session, so they'll be unavailable for the rest of the weekend. We'll hand over the 2 most worn sets, so don't ruin tyres you might want to use later.
Okay. Suspension, so front, soft knot, hard, height, lower on the right, on the rear, and default on the front. Yeah. Default front camera. There'll be plenty of turns, right? There's a nice straight though. I would risk some toe there. But now let's fill the car with the default and
Okay,
then
let's talk about this track.
we
It's so
just
tempting to
adjust
take a
it
lot of curb to
later.
shorten that final chicane, but I wouldn't risk it if I were you. Many of the best have put it in the wall of champions over the years trying just that. Just take a nice clean line and mind the traction on the exit.
Okay, thanks Jeff. So we start with race strategy, medium compounds, and let's go. Let's put this car out. Let's check how it goes. Oh, it got to the left. Oh, let's pause here and put our racing line assists, and I think I have it here already. Professional. No, custom. Race line corners on full for now. This is it. Let's check it out with the racing line. Wow, look at the changes on direction here. So close to those walls. Get the curb. You have to get some curbs here, so we might need to put the car profile a little bit higher. That is our DRS zone. Oh, look at the smoke coming out of the car. It's the parts that we fitted. Might be too bad. So here we go there and oh, look at that engine. Boom, boom. There we go. I'm not liking this setup so much. The car doesn't seem stable yet, so definitely we will need to do some changes. I'm not talking about the engine's crap, but the turning is like a boat. The car's feels like a boat. Maybe it's too soft.
Good enough that lap. Try again.
The aero is 99, right? Yeah. I touched the wall there. No damage, but I touched the wall, I think. It seems to be a fast track, a little track. Oh. I'm not confident yet to push this car.
That lap was no good. We need you to improve on that.
Okay, let's try to push a little bit more and then see what happens. Let's check the temperatures. DRS. Don't like the feeling of the car. We need just to change it, definitely. I think I'm just gonna complete these 5 laps and go to the garage. It doesn't give me any confidence. Here we go, spinning. Two cars coming there. 3 cars. Look at the smoke coming out from the engine. I think this part here is very loose as well. Might need to put a little bit of wheel damper. Look. the car might be too high as well in the front. I think I need to put it a little bit more down to be a bit more responsive. Where is the boxes? Where is the pit lane here on this track? So 55, 100. Let me check it here. I think it's going straight here. 8 kilometers per hour. Ah, we are good. Wow, that pit lane is strange. It's like, wow, if you're coming fast there in that straight, you need to brake really strong to stop there. Tricky, interesting. Why they are taking all this time to take the car inside? Come on, team. What's wrong? You guys are tired. What? I thought they would leave the car fall like the Red Bull.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 22.6.
1 minute 22. How much these guys are doing? 127. So yeah, here. Right, so we need to face the car. Not happy with the setup. I'm going because yeah, I'm definitely gonna raise this 10-10. Excuse me. Leave it like that for now. Now here is the tricky part. I'll put it a bit lower. I'll make this a little bit more stiff. I don't mind getting it onto maybe soft steel a bit more. How's the rear? The rear.
To view information on your current levels of tyre wear and damage, press the MFD button to open the multifunction display, and then again to cycle to the tyres and damage screen.
Okay. So,
We're 17th in the speed trap.
put a little bit more camber, bit of front and rear toe. No, rear is fine. Bit of front toe, camber. This is no camber. This is lots of camber. That's fine. Just a little bit more of camber. Let's save. Let's see if it makes worse or better. Now it's saved, so you need to load it again. No, let's just do it. Choose a program. Time management. Start. We're still on the mediums. I should have changed it, but it's okay. Didn't push it in anything. Let's fill it. a little bit better for at this stage now. Especially the air is giving me much more confidence in the turns, so which is fine. Might be a little bit slower. Oh yeah, I saw that coming. Oh. Yeah, my car is not so high, so be careful with those curbs. This is fun. This is so much fun. Trying to use the same breakpoint as the racing line, I'm not gonna work. That's why this is happening. Don't have that control on my braking yet. The car is holding up, but I'm killing it. Let's give a quick analysis on this tries. Front left 8, 10, and 10 and 10. Interesting. 8. Front left is 8. Getting a text message here, just a sec. Good. Over. We try to use this race line now as a reference and see how we do it. Oh. Oh. Look up there. Ah, missed it. Ah, no, it didn't got invited, so it's good. No, oppa! And we have flashback. Here. Let's check that tire.
Come in this lap, please. Box this lap.
Why?
When driving with the pit assist disabled, you'll need to be mindful of your speed when entering the pit lane.
What I've done?
If you hit the limiter line too fast, you'll pick up a penalty. Watch the on-screen prompts that show your target speed and distance to the limiter line.
That's a tricky pit stop. 3 minutes for the session. How is the car? Better than it started. Much more confidence on it. Maybe I need a bit more downforce. Oh, I don't think so. I think it's good. For medium tires, not bad. So, oh, we completed a few things here. Tire management, that's good. Average tire wear, all these things. So 2 minutes left. I'm not gonna play so much around with this now, as we have a few laps left. So what I'm gonna do is just a crazy change, like for example, get a bit more stiff even.
So far, our
front.
fastest lap is a 1:20.3.
And leave is 8.8. Just leave just more stiff on the front. This is too crazy for too low here. Let's try 6. Yeah, that's gonna be, this is too messy. 4, 6, let's roll back. Too messy. 4, 8, 2, 6, that looks a little bit better. Save. Okay. Then we go to the track. Oh, soft? I don't want a soft. Anyways, doesn't matter.
We're 22nd in the speed trap, 310.5 kilometers per hour. Standing by.
Anyways. That setup, previous setup was not too bad. Now we are on the softs. I put, let's check it out. Oh, it's holding. So I put a little bit more height on the front. I finished the session. Yeah, that was good. That could work as well. I put a little bit more height on the front, a bit more stiff on the roof bar.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. Leclerc, Bottas, and
Well,
Lando Norris.
120
What an
improved
incredible
2
practice
seconds.
session.
Good.
The fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the rest of the
Not
weekend
bad.
unfolds.
So faster than a bunch of other guys here. Nice. For my first time on this track playing. Not bad.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. It didn't look like you put much time into practice today. Is there a reason? How do you feel the competition is for you this season? Appreciate your time.
Practice 1 done. As you guys saw, I just had done some changes. So this part, the turbocharger, is getting critical. Timer, which is, I think, is gonna break this session. Also, I'm not gonna continue with that. Or should I just let it explode, as I'm not pushing so much. So wet 90%, man, 90%. Let's see, let these things blow up. Let this blow up. It's the whole shebang. It's just a practice, so there's a few things we can do. We can start with qualifying pace, and we were checking our car setup. So we have 1010. This is working fine. Suspension we put a bit more stiffer and a bit more firm, chew a little bit higher, which gives me a little bit more softness there. Think I'm gonna leave it on 1 and see if we're gonna those zebras or gonna give me a hard time. Forgot the real name in English. Strategy.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
Curbs. If the curbs is gonna give me a hard time. Just pause. My baby camera was off. Don't know. Okay, baby's sleeping something nice. Baby's good. Interesting turn. I just touch brake a little bit earlier there. Or brake stronger. Oh, that was a bit loose. And no idea how to properly. Not bad. I was not so strong on the brakes. Ooh, I touched the wall. That seems to be fine. There's smoke. Yeah, smoke coming up. Okay, third and second gear there, I think. Oh, I felt that curb. Car is a bit low profile. Okay, responded. Now that's the third. Oh, now it stopped a lot. Going to the limits of the track. Not too much on that limit. I just hit my tire on that thing. I don't know how it didn't break. Completely oversteering on the steering. Trying to find my limits. Yeah, that is an interesting chicane.
That lap was no good. We needed to improve on that.
Completely missed the turn. How much of these curbs I can get?
Good enough that lap. Try again.
Much better.
Improve on that.
I think I'm getting addicted to that racing line now. It's time to remove it, to create my own braking reference. Now it's not helping anymore. I think I learned the the racing line now. Let's do a last lap push. Now it stopped a lot. It's difficult to say exactly. Get that consistency with the braking. So the front right is the one that's getting more worn, which is interesting.
But I'm afraid we didn't get what we needed. We're going to have to run it again.
Let's check this 17, 22. Not that front right, it's really getting worn. 14, like the rears are okay. The fronts, how can we I have my front, I have too much maybe front brake bias, so I can put it a little bit, maybe completely back to try to save more on the tires. I got a few lockups, which that would help as well, maybe. Let's check now.
We're low on fuel. Box in the next 2 laps, please.
Oh, there we go. Lockup. It gets a bit more tricky in the brakes when you have, maybe it's too much now because the tires are worn as well. So we'll put like 52. It's good for testing now. Oh, here we go, no lockup. I don't know how that engine didn't break yet. Test this.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Oh, I stopped a lot. Let's practice the box. That box is horrible. I don't know how to do that. So 20, 25, 18, 16, so the back's okay.
Tank is empty.
You could try something unconventional but remove a little bit of the aero from the front. That could be it could help as well.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car. So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 20.8.
Car is being repaired. 16. 120 in softs. Our last was 25, 32, 6 laps. The first sector is okay. Second sector not so good. The third one is the worst. 32 there. Definitely should put on the second. That second and third sector. That's what I'm gonna do. And we check out. Let's just go here, go here. Front arrow 9. And save.
We're 14th in the speed trap, 306.2 kilometers per hour.
That should help to go a bit faster as well. And let's choose something. Qualifying pace, start.
All personnel be aware, car lead.
And let's go for a quick break.